What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about UCS sets that I think should be made. Real quick, these are all based on my opinion, but at the same time, I did choose sets that I think are prominent enough in Star Wars media and also recognizable enough to sell relatively well. Again, all my opinion. Make sure throughout this video, comment down below whether you agree with me or not, or maybe let me know which UCS set you would like to see. Anyways, getting straight into it, my first pick is a UCS Vulture droid. And that would be one of the two variants, that being the blue, like the sand blue, or the brown from episode 1. It would definitely be upscaled. In a UCS Vulture droid, I would also want to see the wing/leg functionality, where you could spread out the wing and you can pose it while it's standing, or you can put it on its stand above the plaque and have it flying. I also want to see some head movement as well, be able to pose the head however you want. For minifigs, it could honestly be any separatist leader. Maybe you get some super niche separatist leader, or you just get Newt Gunray, Count Dooku, General Grievous, maybe even a super exclusive battle droid or a tactical droid. They can really go hog wild on this one. For my second pick is a UCS ATTE. You bet your sweet bippy I want a UCS version of this. I want a ton of detail on this model. Maybe posing the legs. It wouldn't be a deal breaker to me if they couldn't get the legs to be posable, but I think they could do something similar to the UCS AT-AT and have it where you use the little tool to twist the gears and make it move. I don't know. Again, it's not a deal breaker to me. In this model, depending on how big it is, which I think it would be pretty big, I want an interior. Again, similar to the AT-AT. I want an interior. I want a decent cockpit space. I want to be able to fill this bad boy with some clone troopers. The minifigs for this one, you could go a couple directions for this set. I think you could throw in a handful of clone troopers, maybe phase 1 clone troopers, and one named clone trooper, or some type of leader like a commander, lieutenant, sergeant, however they want to do it, that is more detailed. And then a Jedi. Much like the Vulture droid, they can go hog wild in this Jedi minifigure. But I want a super detailed ATTE with some interior, so I can put some daggone clone troopers. For my third pick, I'm going with the ARC 170. I think this one would sell extremely well, especially among prequel fans. My guess would be it would probably be a little bigger than the most recent UCS X-Wing, just because the ARC 170 itself is a little bigger. I also want the wing function where the wings open up, maybe similar to the 2005 playset where there's a gear in the back that you twist, and then as you twist it, the wings open up. They could really get creative with that. I think they would have a lot of space inside the actual build to maybe fit something in. Having a function that you can twist a gear and open the wings would be a massive plus in my book. I want a bunch of details all over the wings, the engines, maybe inside the cockpit depending on the scale of the set. For the minifigures, you could also, similar to the ATTE, you could go a few directions with this one. I think you could either go with 3 clone pilots and a Jedi, maybe Kit Fisto, or you can go a Jedi and a named clone trooper, maybe Captain Jag and Kit Fisto, or Captain Jag and a UCS ultra detailed Plo Koon minifigure. Since they already have that one in production, I can definitely see them doing one of those. And for my last pick of new UCS sets, guys, these are all prequel sets. A Sith Infiltrator UCS set. So the Sith Infiltrator is a very sleek ship. I don't want to see a ton of studs. I wouldn't mind seeing a few studs here and there, but for the Sith Infiltrator, I want it to look extremely clean. Roughly UCS X-Wing size, much like the ARC 170. I'm not sure how the actual ship scales to an X-Wing in universe, but I could see them doing the Sith Infiltrator at around that size. For minifigures, honestly, Darth Maul and Qui-Gon Jinn. I don't think there's any other figures you would be able to put in a set like that. Usually UCS sets, they give us 2 figures, maybe, depending on the model. But I think at the very least, give us Darth Maul. Maybe they give us a probe droid. Darth Maul and Qui-Gon, can't go wrong with that. Now, I want to get into some remakes that I think are way overdue. First, I want an N1 Starfighter from Naboo. Now, it doesn't need to have the chrome pieces like the original N1 Starfighter, but if it could have a lot of the drum lacquered pieces from the current N1 Starfighter, that would be amazing. Just swap out the regular gray pieces with yellow, and you got a sale from me. Day one, I'm in the store. Of course, this set would come out after the Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter retires. Maybe not right away, but I would want one pretty soon, honestly. Now, minifigures for this set, I could definitely see them going with Anakin and R2-D2. Maybe they throw in a Naboo pilot, but I 100% see them doing just Anakin and R2-D2, which is completely fine. Another remake I would want to see is that Imperial shuttle. I want an updated design with modern techniques. I want updated figures. Maybe instead of getting the Darth Vader and more Imperial minifigures, maybe they give us Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie in their Endor get up, like they're going past the Imperial fleet to land on Endor, something like that. Super detailed minifigures. Maybe they give us Luke and Leia with that camo poncho cloth piece. Next is one that I think is going to be made pretty soon, probably next year with the 50th Star Wars anniversary, a new UCS Millennium Falcon. This one in particular, hopefully based on episode 6. Much like the current UCS Millennium Falcon, it would just be an updated version with modern techniques, modern pieces, better looking figures. I could see them throwing in Lando and Nine Nub. Maybe not Nine Nub since he was an anniversary figure before and those figures weren't really planned on it being put in a set, but I could see them doing that, especially for a UCS Millennium Falcon. And then you just have the original gang, right? You got Luke, Leia, maybe Ben Kenobi, Chewbacca, Han Solo, maybe throw in a Darth Vader, special Darth Vader, whatever it is. Just an updated UCS Millennium Falcon. And lastly, this one is rumored, and I'm actually pretty hyped for, a Super Star Destroyer UCS set. Definitely an updated version of the last one, maybe a little bigger. I actually don't know how big the last one was. Now for the minifigures, I want the whole bounty hunter lineup like in the movies, and I want Darth Vader, maybe the Emperor, but I think that's pushing it. A lot of detail. Preferably, I would like for this model to be bigger than any of the Star Destroyer sets that came before it. I want this thing to be massive. I don't know how much the rumored Super Star Destroyer is gonna cost, but I would expect it to be sizable and expensive. Anyways, guys, like I said before, go in the comments, let me know which UCS set you would want to see. Guys, I would love to hear what you have to say about my picks. And if you have your own list, drop them down below in the comments. Drop a like, subscribe. I'm ExoBrick360 on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Give me a follow. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.